You join me for part 3 in what is already a very hectic day of karting. Watch me as I try not to bang my head on this bridge for a start, as we go back into a back-to-back session for the third part. Little did these marshals know that they would be trying to pull a cart out that has got very wedged under the barrier, but they were very sound about it. This is the last time cart number 30 looked intact. And now, as I struggle to get into the cart, we gear up for what is a very hectic 20-minute session. Now, just to make sure my friends didn't already know that I am behind them, giving them a friendly tap as we exit the pits. My arm is already hurting quite a lot already from having done half an hour at Warrington earlier on today. So this session should prove quite interesting as we try to go and warm the tyres to get rid of this roughness that's built up on them. The only problem now is, though, the person leading the pack is going quite slow, which makes it very hard to get enough speed to actually warm the tyres. Although my friend in front takes this as an opportunity to start drifting everywhere, of which I call him a friendly name. You can already hear I'm already quite out of breath from having done half an hour earlier and having just come off a 15-minute session. So fatigue is definitely starting to set in a bit here. So now that the marshals are in position, I'm expecting the light to go green fairly soon now, because that would assume that most of the carts are already on the track. I'm expecting this to go quite wrong, given there's a slow cart in front of us, 3 quick carts. So we group up quite quickly down here. It turns into a fight to get around each other. I try for the inside, it does result in a bit of a nudge. A few choice words between each other. So we're into our first red of the session, where we have a quick catch up with each other.
Yeah, I'm just getting hit from behind. Nah, you cut me off.
I think you're right, I was in front of you.
No.
What's it, Phil? Mister. Good watching, eh?
Huh? Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
After this friendly exchange, we go back to waiting.
That other session felt better.
Yeah, my cart was a lot better in that session.
Yeah. This was quick, to be fair.
I need the tyres to warm up.
Yes, I know.
They're skidding everywhere.
I torment my friend a little bit there. This corner's always really awkward because there's no light on it, so you have to really crane your head round to see this one down here. I get a much better line out of that corner, hence I catch up quite quickly to their bumper. Run a little wide here, but it does set me up to try and go for an overtake, but it doesn't quite materialise, unfortunately. I'm trying to make some really good ground on my friend in front, but we're nearly 3 abreast down this corner now, as this cart pushes their way through. I try and hold my position as much as I can, but I lose my speed on the hill. Give them a bit of a nudge, unfortunately, as they brake a lot harder than I expected. This cart tries to force their way through, and then proceeds to hit me. So I'll stop the video here just to give you a bit of an explanation. So you remember that cart that gave me a friendly nudge earlier? Now what you're about to see is a dive bomb which I would say is a little bit questionable, in the fact they don't really leave any space. I swing left a bit here, just so I can clip the apex when we come round the corner. They see this as an opportunity to absolutely send it down the inside, of which I only notice them at the last minute as I'm about to try and clip the apex, so I swing left just a little bit. However, because they were carrying so much speed, they end up leaving me absolutely no space to the left, which, as you'll see, will result in quite an interesting crash. Now thankfully, because I'm a bit of a larger gentleman, I had quite a bit of padding on my chest, which meant that when my chest hit the steering wheel, it didn't hurt too much after the initial shock. Credit to the marshals, they do come over very quickly and check I'm okay, and we start to get it cleared up as quickly as we can. However, what you're about to see is the clean-up attempt of trying to pull the cart out the barrier.
Jeez.
Hurting.
A bit.
Under a barrier.
He just sent me straight to the left. He was pushing me all around the corner up there.
Oh no, you're alright though. See your little breather.
Huh?
Your little breather.
I'll take it steady and see.
Yes. You're gonna jump up for me a sec?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, drive over the outside.
Jesus. Oh.
Yeah, do you want to just step on the other side of that barrier for me, please?
Okay.
The only problem with being stood here, though, I found, was because of the height of the ceiling above, you can't actually stand up straight. Which...
Do you need a hand? Do you need a hand, mate?
Fortunately, you're not allowed to help me. I think I'll be alright.
I do offer my assistance, but I'm not actually allowed to help them, unfortunately.
Was it you? I didn't see quite who it was. I'll see it on the camera though. I think you might need some help, my friend.
Yeah, Finn, you want to come down here to me?
Oh. The wheel's stuck sideways as well. It's a good job I got some good padding. The fat handicap came in helpful.
Keen to always make light of the situation, though I do make reference to the fact of being a larger person that did actually help me in the end. Of which everybody found that quite funny.
It was a big hit.
Aye.
Do you want me to try and lift it? I can't help you, can you?
caught on that just died.
According to my friend who managed to actually make it to the upstairs section, everybody upstairs now was wondering what the hell was going on, having had red lights now for a couple of minutes.
I gotta sit down.
It's indeed this one.
Honestly, the marshal's comedic wit was just on point. This whole exchange made me laugh.
We got the old crew here.
It was a big hit.
You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Right, what we'll do, we'll pull it this, we'll go fully this way.
Don't tell me
Then we
you
go
witted that
fully
hard
back
and
this
then
way, we
got
should
sat
get it
No.
out. So,
The good thing is though, I've got plenty of padding.
right,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go! Ah, you got full bodywork on that.
Oh, you just snapped it? Yeah, that's fun.
Try and bring it back
paddle
this
on
way.
it.
Bring it back this way.
Oh, look at that tyre.
Oh no.
What actually happened to the tyre was it managed to pick up a load of rubber, which made it look like it had a massive crack down.
Right, bring it back this way.
But actually, it just brushed off, as you can see.
That is about as much use as a chocolate teapot, mate. You need to step over this side. You're alright. First day in the blues.
Oh, injury bird.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, you're going that way.
Yes! That's why I said
That's
put it away.
I didn't hear you.
2, 1.
Hey.
Right, mechanic.
You might need a new tyre in there.
Did he change anything? Are we
That
all
one's
right?
been absolutely squashed.
Has it been ruined?
Yeah, that might be
Listen.
It's damaged the plastic a bit on it.
I've got witnesses.
What, witness your own stupidity?
He's got it on camera.
I've all got it all, yeah.
Chris, you're not on shift, bugger off.
Oh, yes. You're going to send us that video now.
Mechanic,
What's falling
is that
over.
okay?
I'll give you the YouTube channel when it's gonna come up.
And check it's okay.
Also, why are you doing on shift? Stay on full time. I'm going on now.
Stairs.
Yeah, you know what? You can
Driver, if you're okay, you can take a seat.
You want me to get back in it?
When you're ready, sir.
if you want to.
Well,
You're comfortable to continue.
what bit?
Marshals, vacate, please.
Can we get speed reset, please?
What bit of the session that's left now then?
We've stopped the clock for this, so
Oh right.
you've not lost anything. Keep tabs on the lights. Just come forward for me. Put it in gear. Forward. Stop. Let me just double check.
Oh.
Yeah, speed reset.
Speed resetting for me.
Come on, technology. There we go. Lights the yellow, please.
To this point, you can see that lovely huge dent now in the barrier, which then has remained there for the rest of the week while we're karting. My friend will tell me when they actually fix this corner, but I've affectionately nicknamed it my corner now.
There's a huge dent in the barrier now.
Also, at this point, they managed to lose the controller, which changed the lights, as you'll hear them just shouting yellow the entire time.
Massive dent in the barrier.
What do you say? Yellow.
You've got a nice dent in the barrier now, though. Just. Oh dear.
My friend, having obviously seen that whole thing, was actually a bit concerned and they held back just a little bit to check I was alright in the end. But not being deterred, I just carried on once they went back to green at full speed, just like nothing ever happened.
Oh dear.
As you can see, my friend, forgetting that the tyres are cold, sends it into this bend with a bit too much power and skids out a bit, allowing me to get right onto their bumper again. Come down their left-hand side, just try and set myself up for the switchback, but as it's the straight, they just get that bit more power out of it than I do, and start to pull away again. Back past my famous corner, with the now new big dent in it. He's drifting all over the place. I keep trying to get the inside. I do just manage it up this ramp. I'll be the first to admit that I did zone out quite a lot there. When it went green again, and that's when everybody came shooting past me. So I was just thinking about that previous crash. I now have these two carts who are quite tricky to get by again, considering they're a bit all over the place. They do end up pulling away from me a bit though, because they're a bit lighter than I am. Though I do make some very good gains in these corners, to the point I'm right on their bumper. Around these bends, try and go around the outside, think about it, it's not there. They're braking very heavily in these bends and I'm minding them, I'm constantly on right there, waiting for them to mess up. They skid heavily on that corner. Again, they skid quite well. I try and throw it down the inside, but they cut me off. Again, I catch right up to the bumper, maybe give them a little bit of a nudge as well. They carry too much speed through their skid. Trying to keep the pressure on as much as I can to remind them that I am right there, waiting for them to mess up. They brake a bit there, which is a bit surprising, so I throw it down the inside because I carry them more speed. I keep a bit left here because I don't want them to try and sneak down the inside. Ever conscious they're probably right behind me, I'll take a bit more of a central line through there. Now I notice I'm gaining up to this cart a bit in front, so I'm currently thinking how best I might be able to get past them, given how it will probably be up in the narrow section at the top by the time I actually get there, unfortunately. Do swing a little wide there though, which will affect my time slightly. Those carts I was chasing seem to have managed to pull away with all the straights, so they don't appear to be too much of a threat anymore, unfortunately. You can tell my fatigue is starting to set in a bit now, though. I'm getting a bit more sloppy, clipping barriers here and there. Didn't notice there was a cart there in the barrier until just after I went past it, and that's obviously when the yellows come out. I still manage to chuckle at the dent in the barrier most times I go past it. It's quite nice to get just a gentle cruise under yellows for a minute or two. Right, I wouldn't normally be wanting a yellow. Lights have gone back to green. I get a better start down that hill, kept right onto their bumper. Now as it's the straight, they start pulling away again. Get a much better line into that corner. Consider throwing it down the inside, but realise there's definitely going to be no space whatsoever. Keep it tight next to this one so I can get past that other slow cart. Now waiting for the opportunity to pass this cart, but we're back to yellows again. And this one decides to force their way back through, even though it's gone back to yellows. You can hear my comments there, thinking that they might be trying to send me for round 2, but obviously it won't go quick enough for that. So as at this point I probably realised this is actually the end of the race. So overall it was a very interesting race if you ask me, having my second reasonable crash here at Warrington. As we cruise back to the pits, cart number 30 will be taken out of service to have its front plastic replaced, since that is quite a hazard if it's sticking up at the front left there. Overall, a good race, got some good overtakes in, although the crash did obviously let it down a little bit, but it was still an enjoyable experience overall. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.
Sorry? Don't worry, you'll get the channel afterwards.
Beautiful, mate.